then when you're in your late 20s, a switch flips. Suddenly, parents are nagging you about marriage, settling down, starting a family. This experience is near universal. People around the world experience this pressure. But the people of Vietnam have come up with a solution, a way to placate their parents. They've started renting partners. There's a trend called rent a boyfriend. It's surging in Vietnam as women look to focus on their career and keep the parents at bay. Here's a report.
Are you seeing anyone?
When will you get married?
I want grandchildren.
A lot of you may have heard these words from your parents, especially if you're in your late 20s or, God forbid, on the wrong side of 30. Suddenly, it seems marriage is all your parents can talk about. If you're experiencing this, you aren't alone. This is a global phenomenon. It affects people in every part of the world, but everyone deals with it differently. The people of Vietnam have adopted a novel solution. They are renting partners to hoodwink their parents. There's been a surge in social media groups offering boyfriends or girlfriends on rent. Vietnamese women in particular are fueling this trend. They put out their requirements for a boyfriend, like fitness levels, cooking ability, even talent with photography. They select a partner that fits the criteria and then head off to meet the parents. This way, the parents get to see the fake boyfriend, their fears are put to rest, and then the renter can go back to their normal lives. Now, all of this might sound a bit absurd. Why go through all this trouble to deceive parents? Why not just date someone for real? Well, these days, a lot of people would rather focus on their careers. The 20s and 30s are for becoming financially stable, so many just don't have the time to date. This means average marriage ages have gone up. In major Vietnamese urban centers like Ho Chi Minh City, it reached close to 30. This was in 2022. So, career focus is one reason people opt to rent partners. Sometimes the renters are people from the LGBTQ+ community. They aren't ready to come out of the closet, so they choose to rent a partner their parents would approve of until they're ready to tell their parents the truth. Of course, deception like this has major downsides. If the parents find out, it could break their hearts. They might stop trusting their children completely. Then there are risks with the rented partners themselves. This isn't a legitimate industry after all. There aren't proper standards or complaint departments. The renters might even be blackmailed by their fake partners. People who have used the service have suggested using reputed renting agencies and signing stringent contracts which prevent emotional ties and sexual harassment. The fact that contracts like this exist means that the rent-a-partner industry is picking up steam. More and more people are opting for the service. And it's not just in Vietnam. You have similar services in China as well. It seems parental pressure is the same everywhere, and children everywhere are finding new ways to avoid a lecture.
Humans once built pyramids, invented flights, and went to the moon. Now we spend hours watching people peel an egg. Welcome to the age of brain rot. It is the Oxford Dictionary Word of the Year. If you have spent this year mindlessly scrolling on the internet, you already know what it is. Brain rot is spending hours on your phone consuming mind-numbing, low-quality content. This term saw a 230% increase in usage from 2023 to 2024. After all, it perfectly captures the disease of our times. You may not remember what's important, but the exact dance moves from a viral reel, that's muscle memory at this point. Of course, the internet had a lot to say about this word of the year. Take a look. Now it's time for Vantage Shots, images that tell the story. 96 people joined hands mid-air to set a new world skydiving record. Thousands of Volkswagen workers protest in Germany over wage cuts, and 2,500 giant panda sculptures arrive in Hong Kong for exhibitions around the city. Finally, we are taking you back in history. On this day in 1971, the United Arab Emirates was established. It became a federation of 7 emirates that gained independence from Britain. More than 5 decades later, the tiny desert communities have turned into global trade and innovation hubs. We're leaving you on that note. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.